Against all odds. This is the theme for BreyerFest 2024. You know what that means? Your inspiring horse stories have entered the chat. Equestrians who have overcome trauma and other obstacles have entered the chat. Slaughter-bound horses turned champions have entered the chat. And because the theme is so open-ended and not tied to any specific country, every horse breed and Breyer horse mold you can think of has entered the chat. Hello, my superstars. It's the Star Warrior horse here, sharing my thoughts and speculations regarding this coming BreyerFest.
Announced that the theme for BreyerFest 2024 will be Against All Odds. The theme is going to revolve around the fact that not a single moment in your life defines you. You have endless possibilities. We'll be sharing lots of stories of horses that have overcome obstacles in their lives or have moved on to second careers and are showing that their breed or their size or their personality doesn't define them and that they're capable of so much more than a moment in their life is saying. And I think we're all can appreciate that we can move on from something traumatic or look forward to something new in our lives and just reinvent ourselves.
This announcement had me on the edge of my seat. I, for one, love open-ended BreyerFest themes, and the fact that this theme is so uplifting makes it even better. Unlike many themes that have to do with a specific country or equestrian discipline, Against All Odds is about defying expectations and overcoming adversity, which sets it apart from all other BreyerFest themes. With all the crises and strife society has endured over the past several years, Against All Odds couldn't have been conceptualized at a more pertinent time. There are a number of things that can be inferred from the announcements made about BreyerFest 2024 on Breyer's website and social media posts, as well as the announcement made during the BreyerFest 2023 live streams. First and foremost, I would like to talk about my predictions regarding the special runs. We can reasonably expect 9 special runs on a wide variety of molds, as has been the case with previous BreyerFests. If these prior events are any indicator, there should be a decorator model, a non-horse model, an originally glossy model, a model on an older mold, a surprise model, possibly a mare and foal set, and 2 other models. While I cannot guesstimate what molds or colors will be utilized for the originally glossy model or the model on the older mold, I have a general idea of what most of the other models could look like. Breyer wrote on social media that BreyerFest 2024 will be the 35th anniversary of the event. Anniversary years are usually full of surprises, with Breyer throwing in variations among their special runs. In 2014, for BreyerFest 25th anniversary, 25 silver-colored decorators were made of each special run. In 2019, which marked the 30th anniversary of the event, Breyer made 30 pearlescent variations of each special run. Being that this coming year will mark BreyerFest's 35th anniversary, it's likely Breyer will create 35 variations of each special run. What will these variations look like? According to multiple sources, emeralds are the general gemstone for 35th anniversaries. There is even a green hue to the BreyerFest 2024 logo, which further suggests we may see variations with some hint of green as part of this emerald anniversary. Will we see at least one green colored variation? Most likely. Will every variation be the same exact color? It's possible, but not probable. If 2019 was any indicator, chances are there will be a variety of different colors among the variations, with a hint of green somehow being incorporated. For example, we may get a Missouri Foxtrotter with green ribbons, a Shenandoah with green flights, an Indian Pony with green feathers, or a Goffert with a green stand. I mean, heck, Breyer has given some models specially colored stands in the past. In any case, expect surprises. I am nearly convinced the decorator model will be a green filigree due to the 35th anniversary being the year of emeralds. However, I cannot as confidently predict what mold this model will be on. If I had to make an educated guess, I would say the American Saddlebred mold simply because it is so iconic and has historically been a popular choice for decorator models. The non-horse animal could be just about any animal other than a donkey, since the Brady mold was already utilized as one of the BreyerFest special runs this year. I would personally love to see the Benji mold used. After all, Benji is a mutt, and mutts are very common among rescue dogs, which would be in line with the theme. At the same time, it is probably a pipe dream more than anything, as no new models on this mold have been produced since 1979. Him coming back really would be against all odds. More realistically, we might just see the elephant mold make a comeback. The most recent release of this mold was back in 2017, but as a store special, not a special run. I would like to think 7 years is long enough to warrant another release. Like horses, elephants are incredibly smart and sentient animals and are repeatedly featured in rescue stories. As such, the elephant mold would make a great addition to this coming BreyerFest. If we happen to see a mare and foal set for BreyerFest 2024, chances are it would be 2 molds that haven't ever been featured as a set of BreyerFest special runs. The mare and foal sets that meet this criteria are Misty and Stormy, the Clydesdale mare and foal, the Grazing mare and foal, the Thoroughbred mare and nursing foal, the Family Arabian mare and foal, the Proud Arabian mare and foal, the Running mare and foal, and Rhiannon and Remy. The only thing going against all but the last of these sets, however, is that they are vintage molds. Being that Rhiannon and Remy are newer molds and have already earned considerable popularity, they have a real chance of being used in a special run set. They may be part of the Premier Club, but starting in 2024, these molds could be released in runs of any number. If these molds are used for a mare and foal special run set, they would be a massive hit. Now, for the $1 million question, what will the surprise horse be? Well, let's start with what it can't be. It cannot be on a mold that was used for a previous BreyerFest surprise horse, nor can it be on any mold used as a non-auction BreyerFest model this year or in 2024. Otherwise, the rules are pretty open-ended. I am not going to go into the fine details of what molds can and cannot be used and why, but my top 3 picks at the moment are Silver, Ruffian, and the show-jumping Warm Blood mold, respectively. The Silver mold is free-spirited and cannot be restrained either by physical forces nor adversity. The Ruffian mold screams girl power and dashes to the finish line as she races against her rivals. Additionally, she is a thoroughbred, and off-track thoroughbred rescue and adoption stories are a dime a dozen. The show-jumping Warm Blood triumphantly approaches a major hurdle in his path because he knows he will be able to clear it. Each of these molds emulate resilience, and resilience in the face of hardship and misfortune goes against all odds. That said, my surprise horse predictions could very well change as the non-auction BreyerFest 2024 models are released. Special runs are not the only models to get excited about. Don't forget about the limited editions, aka store specials, some of which are portrait models of real-life horses. I am reasonably confident that Endo the Wonder Horse will be among the horses featured in the limited edition lineup. For those of you unacquainted with Endo, he is a blind Appaloosa with great skill and supreme confidence. He earned 3 Guinness World Records for his ability to perform under saddle with extreme finesse despite his impairment. For the record, he performs willingly and is not subjected to adverse stimuli or abuse. He has truly gone against all odds, which has earned him considerable celebrity status in the equestrian world. Unless age-related complications will restrict his ability to travel and perform, we just might see him and his future model at BreyerFest 2024. Another potential candidate for a BreyerFest 2024 limited edition is one of Sylvia Zerbini's horses. If my memory serves me correctly, I heard that a Black Arabian of hers was a rescue. Then again, I could be mistaken. Regardless, Sylvia has some good social credit in the bank with Breyer as the hostess of the Celebration of Horses show. Breyer has made a couple of portrait models of her horses in the past, such as Rico in 2019 and, most recently, TB Trueno in 2023. She has many more horses that could be featured. The horse that comes to mind is among her 3 amigos, particularly the one who got buried under a heap of rubble during a fire per an article in the Almanac. According to the said article, the horse has since recovered and is back in the showroom. He has an incredible story to tell, which is more than relevant to the theme of this coming BreyerFest. Not all limited editions are portrait models. Included in the limited edition lineup are the Best of BreyerFest Stablemates collection, the Single Stablemate, the Classic/Freedom Series model, the Crystal Horse, the Plushie, the online exclusive Traditional, and the online exclusive Stablemate. The Best of BreyerFest Stablemates collection features miniature replicas of traditional BreyerFest models made in the past. While I cannot confirm which models from which year will serve as the basis for this BreyerFest collection, I think it would be a great idea for Breyer to pay homage to the BreyerFest 2014 models. Like BreyerFest 2024, BreyerFest 2014 was an anniversary year. As a matter of fact, it was their 25th or silver anniversary. A 10-year throwback would be more than appropriate. As for the Single Stablemate, it could either be a realistic or decorator model. The same goes for the Freedom Series model. The Crystal Horse and Plushie can be just about anything, but they are almost always reflective of the BreyerFest theme. As for the online exclusives, the Traditional model's original run has always been realistic, while the Stablemates run has either been realistic or a decorator. However, variations were included among the two models during BreyerFest 2023, and since this coming BreyerFest is an anniversary year, variations are highly probable. While the model horses may be the main attraction, no pun intended, I would like to make mention of a potential equestrian celebrity guest, namely barrel racing champion Amberly Snyder. Snyder turned down the opportunity to attend BreyerFest 2023 in person with her horse ATP Power due to concerns over his welfare, which is perfectly understandable and noble on her part. That said, she is a big name in the equestrian community, and it is easy to see why. Not only did she survive a horrific accident that paralyzed her from the waist down, but she still managed to get back in the saddle, compete, and perform with flying colors. Her grit and spirit are admirable and infectious, even among people less acquainted with equestrian sports. As a matter of fact, Kimber Goodwin mentioned her name right after Jamie Pokoleski made the announcement for the BreyerFest 2024 theme.
Reinvent ourselves.
Exactly, just like the Amberly story,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
walk, ride, rodeo. And
I would not be the least bit surprised if Breyer moves mountains to get Snyder herself out to this coming BreyerFest. It only makes sense as her story goes against all odds, and given her celebrity status, her appearance at the event would garner major commercial appeal. Equestrians who may not collect Breyer horses may attend BreyerFest just to get an autograph and picture with her. Additionally, it would be a great way for her to raise money for her charity, the Amberly Snyder Freedom Foundation. Although it's highly unlikely her horsepower will make a guest appearance, she made mention that Breyer nearly made a portrait model of one of her other horses. This other horse may fare better in the crowded, fast-paced environment that Power does not enjoy. This may even give Breyer the opportunity to make a limited edition portrait model of this other horse. You may call it capitalism, you might call it charity, but you cannot deny that it is a win-win scenario for all parties involved. I would personally love to meet Snyder in person, and I'm sure countless other horse enthusiasts and equestrians share the same sentiment. That concludes this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Starific content. Thank you for watching, my superstars. Always dream with your eyes open, and assuming things fall into place, I hope to see you in person this coming BreyerFest.